Check.
Check.
Go do your check.
Just check.
Yeah, check.
Just say check.
Check.
Hello? Oh, hello?
Check.
There?
You good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
What episode is this?
7?
9.
No.
9.
8?
9.
I think it's 9.
8 or 9?
It's 8.
8?
No, that was 2.
Yours was
Friday
6?
2.
But it didn't count.
No, but we did his, so his 6.
The remake, we did a remake. Oh, no, actually, no.
8. This is 8. Episode 8.
I told you guys 8.
Oh, no mames. Alright, well.
Wait, are you on the pod or no? Oh.
Well, if you want to, you could come in right now. Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, episode 8, the Viz podcast. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I got Edgar with me. I got Alejandra with me. It's a very special, lovely guest today. A little nervous, but it's okay. Well, his guest. But I'm just saying, a very lovely, special guest here today. I got another very lovely, special guest with me today, Eddie. Eddie. And then I got, of course, Plito. Angelito's gay ass. I'm just kidding.
It's your first time, huh?
Yeah,
both of them. Yeah. So yeah.
Here to start.
Anyways, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself or whoever wants to go first. I don't know if you guys are both nervous.
You first.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah, just you say your name, your age, your relationship status, where you're coming from, anything like that.
My name's Eddie.
Oh, okay.
I'm 22. I'm partnered. I mean, I'm working.
Oh, your partner?
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
John.
Oh, again?
No, again.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
We left
Oh,
off.
yeah. Sorry.
Oh, he's gonna watch this?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Johnny.
Okay, go.
Fucker.
For what?
Little bitch. Not just because I want to see.
Oh,
Just because. Just because.
Go.
Yeah, go ahead, Alejandra, if you're ready.
I'm Alejandra. I am 25. I am single AF. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
that's
good.
good.
That's
Yeah, you're
good.
good. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Slowly.
So I'll introduce myself. I mean, as my viewers already know who I am. My name is Juanito. I am pretty much the leader or the main host of this podcast. So I want to say thank you very much for coming on. And then I don't know where you're coming from. Southgate. So I very appreciate you driving all the way over here for our pod. And then Eddie as well, thank you very much. Long-awaited friend trying to come on the podcast. And so I'm open to anything you guys want to talk about. Like, it doesn't matter.
Let's start with Eddie.
And then honestly, Eddie, I didn't even know you were with Johnny, or I don't know if you guys are together again or talking again.
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah. So just to put it out there, Eddie is gay, but don't fucking try to hit on him, please.
Okay. Same with Angel.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I definitely
Hey, if a gay guy says you're gay, I don't know. That's kind of sus, That's kind of hard.
I definitely don't want to elaborate, but. Yeah, don't get red. No, I'm just saying. It's okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Oh, okay. You want to clarify?
Okay.
Yeah. But anything else, Eddie? Like, what's up with the job or what? Did you get your transfer? No transfer?
I'm training to be team leader already. So
you're training for that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So that's awesome.
So what were you training before?
Oh, it's it was like a team lead, but without the pay.
Oh, but this time you're getting paid.
Yeah. I'm getting the pay now.
Okay.
That's exciting.
All right. Yeah, that's good. What about you? What do you do for a living or for work? What do you do for work?
I'm a pharmacy technician.
Also, you bottle farm pills and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to get into that actually.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm gonna work at a pharmacy, like making calls and like putting the stuff into the computer.
That's how it
Where do you work at?
So now I'm at a closed door pharmacy, an infusion pharmacy. So basically people who can't take pills orally, they get it through the vein. So that's what I'm.
Wait, what? Wait, I didn't know that one.
No mames,
Yeah.
no me espantes. What the fuck is that?
So sometimes when the infection is too bad, that pills won't cut it. You have to get it through your vein because it'll get quicker.
Oh, like it goes into the bloodstream.
It's
Oh
right here,
shit.
Yeah.
Right here.
It could be
The
here, and then the people that have intestine problems and can't digest, they have ports which are like right here, or through the tube.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's tough.
Well, explain what happened when you told me. You
No
were, like,
mames,
stressed.
what the fuck? Hold on, I'm sorry. What the fuck are they doing?
They're throwing trash.
Nigga, all of a sudden that we're fucking doing the podcast, they feel like doing that shit, huh? Puta madre.
I don't think it's gonna come out on the pod though. It's pretty loud.
Probably a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit, probably.
They're gonna be like, "¿Quién se está clavando?"
No, but what were you asking? My bad, I interrupted you.
Tell us the story that you told me. The day that you were like hella stressed.
Every day. What do you
Oh,
mean?
okay,
What
but-
day?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
the
you're lying.
day-
Every day you're stressed?
Okay, so to be honest with you, this
Oh my
new job,
God.
I've been here about to be 6 months.
Okay.
I was at Walgreens for 5 years, and that's stressful.
Walgreens. Okay.
But I feel like it just makes you, you know? I feel like everything I've learned as far as overcoming things, like, you know what, it's not going to get to me. It's not going
Oh.
to, it helped me build character. and just,
I feel you because I used to work fast food.
Oh.
So now that I deal with like, not, because we don't call them customers, because I work here I work for the community center here.
Okay.
So like I deal with like parents and stuff. Like to me that's like, oh my god, like that's nice, you know, like compared to like fucking Taco Bell, like they're fucking assholes and they're annoying, like they're so, and like now like how you said like that, like it doesn't bring me down or like anything like that, like that's cool. And also because there's homeless that go there, and I would deal with more homeless at Taco
yeah.
Bell. So I was like, fuck. And now that a homeless goes, I'm like, I already know how to deal with
I
it.
already know how to deal
Like
with
if they need someone to send, like they'll send me, you know, like so that's good. I feel you on that, yeah.
Yeah, they try to belittle you because you're working fast food or because
Yeah.
it's your job, but it's not always like that.
Yeah.
They need to learn that.
No, yeah, for
you
sure.
know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
How do you feel about like this new generation like coming into like work? I don't know if you've ever dealt with any new generation like Gen X. Like I'm gonna say my generation because I'm still young. Sadly, I'm part of that fucking gay generation. But how do you feel like about?
In what aspect? As far as
I don't know if you. It's because I don't think you probably dealt with any. Like I don't know like how they
Working wise.
how they talk or like have you
You
talked
know,
to
it's-
someone?
I don't know.
it's not that generation. I feel like it's the older generation that really, you know, they're so used to their old ways,
The
their
old
old
ways.
thoughts that
Oh,
Yeah.
That's actually true because tell
Henry.
him about Alfonso.
Oh, and Henry too, no?
Henry's like that too.
Yeah, he's acting like that. Today he told me, "Oh, you fucked up." He
Yeah.
told me you fucked
Yeah.
up because I was putting the pallet in the oven, and basically, so where I work, we cook wire. So there's a big oven, and with the forklift you put the pallet in there, and basically that's it. But I went in too fast, and I hit the door, and it made a hole, so it couldn't close no more. So I put it in, and then he comes, and he's like, "Oh, it doesn't close." I'm like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll fix it." He's like, "No, you fucked up." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll fix it. Don't worry." But I'm his lead, so he's not supposed to tell me anything.
Feel that shit.
So that fool told me like, "Oh, you fucked up." I'm like, "Nah, don't worry, I'll fix it." He's like, "Oh, you want a hammer?" I'm like, "Nah, I got it." I got the hammer, fixed it, whatever. We closed it, and then he left. But he's turning into that mentality that you're saying, that it's their way or no way.
or no.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And our boss, where he used to work with me, he has those traditional ways that you have to work to like you die. Yeah, that's what he thinks.
What do you
But-
think about that?
Yeah.
Do you know about the Matrix?
No.
No, you don't know about the Matrix. So like the Matrix is the Matrix is technically like how we're saying like people like him. He's not the Matrix, but like since like the Matrix exists, they program them to think that way. Like, oh, we gotta work till we die. Like this is where like this is our way of living. Like if this is what my life has gone up to, like that means there's nothing more for me. If that makes sense. Like so like let's say like he's been there for like I don't know what 40 plus
He
years.
says that he's been there 30, 34 years.
He's been there for 34 years, right?
Old as bitch.
And then
Since he was
we
18.
and we have our ideas of like oh, you know what, like we want to make it out, we want to do this, do that, you know, we want to build our own company. And then he looks at us and he's like what the fuck, like why are you working here then? Like you're gonna be working here forever, you know? Like he's like in his head he's technically telling us like, oh, like I'll see you next year here, like you're gonna be here next year anyways. So like that's the Matrix, like, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like hey, Angelito knows what it is.
I feel like if we show it to you in a video, you'll understand.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
I don't really know how to explain it that well. People that know more about it would explain it better, but yeah. Or like even like the school system can be considered the Matrix. Like I don't know if you studied. Did you study? Did you go to school?
Slightly.
Like, but why didn't you continue?
I didn't think that was for me. I didn't want that.
That's
to be
good.
for me.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was your aim to join the health pharmacy type?
So I went to an adult school, so basically
Okay.
like a trade school.
Right.
And it was 9 months, and I just needed to get my state license, which I did. And then it was upon me if I wanted to get certified nationally. So if next year I want to move to Texas, I can still work in the pharmacy because I'm
Texas,
nationally certified. If I were to just have my California state license, I can't. I would have to redo school and get this whole thing to start in another state.
State. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Anyways, going away from work, I actually had a few things that I wanted to talk about. I wrote this at work because I was watching another podcast. So, have you ever experienced, like, when you're on your phone, like, just, like, kind of, like, speaking, like, oh, I really want to buy this dress, I really want to buy these shoes, and then, like, a few hours or a couple days later, like, you start getting ads about, like, the shoes and the stuff, and that's happening, right?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
So I kind of like I kind of like wanted to ask, like, also Eddie, because I'm pretty sure this happened to all of us. I wanted to ask you guys, like, do you guys ever feel like people are like hearing or like watching you guys, or like?
Someone's on the roof. They're getting the balls.
Sorry.
Who's this? Puta madre.
I swear it's never like this.
Oh, I swear, yeah.
It's the first time.
This is the first time.
Honestly, where they're doing that on purpose, way.
Yeah.
I think they are.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like it is.
Yeah,
We
way.
have a Tejawana at home, and my brother would get on top. And
A ver,
he'd
güey,
do
abre
it.
esa madre.
Yeah?
Back and forth. I'm
No,
like, what are you
hell
doing?
no.
Hold on. Do we open it or qué pedo, way?
No, it's the neighbor.
Nah, wait, what the fuck?
He's
If
that
they do
way
it one
though.
time, we'll go.
He's going that way.
They're about to dip already.
But why the fuck they go right here, way?
Because they kicked the ball up.
It's fine, just keep waiting.
Fuck.
I know.
Now we gotta cut this shit off.
Nah, we'll cut it out a little bit. If not, we'll just leave it. Fuck it, whatever. Anyways, what I'm trying to say for, like, don't you feel like, okay, if you think like, oh, like, I want these shoes, I want these pants, I want this dress, like, and you're saying it and like they're listening to you, like, how do you feel like if you're saying something like personal, like they're always like tracking you, you know?
Yeah.
Like, think about it, like Instagram knows everything about you. Like, I don't know if you have Facebook. Facebook knows everything about you. Twitter knows everything about you. TikTok will know everything about you. They know what you like. They know what you don't like, you know? Like, and then they put it out there what the things you like. They'll put it on there for
Yeah,
you
it's
to be like,
freaky.
oh, like, I know they'll like this, you know? So, like, what do you think about that? Like, I don't know. Does it freak you out a little bit now that I'm mentioning
Yeah.
it? Like, now that I'm telling you guys,
You know about this,
like,
no?
now that you think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
It's a little scary, no?
Yeah.
Like, because think about it. It's like a market.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, TikTok, all this shit is a market to keep you like locked in there or to like drive you somewhere else. Like, not only like just on the app, but like mentally, like, because I could watch a video like about money, right? And they'll be like, oh, like you can make money like washing cars a different type of way. And then I'll be like, oh, damn. You know, like you'll start thinking about it like, oh, like I can do that now. And like that changes people's perspective and the thing, you know? And that happens to all of us because we all like different things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or like people on like on Instagram will be like, oh, like this is the new fashion. Like you guys gotta start dressing like this. And the next day, like someone goes and buys something on there, like, oh, I gotta dress like
Or
this.
has
now.
it happened to you? Same thing.
Mm.
Has it happened to you that you're talking to a friend
Mm-hmm.
and your phone's out? Like you guys are like just sliding through things, and what you're talking about comes up on your phone. Has it happened?
Yeah. So actually, I recently just started like a flower arrangement, a
Mm.
ramo business.
Oh, that's good.
And my brother and I were talking in the car, and he was telling me, like, Ale, you should do this, you should do that. And I was like, yeah. He's like, I want to do it with my girl, but I don't think it's going to work. You should do it. He was pushing me, and I was like, yeah. So next day, I go on TikTok, literally 4 videos, like one after other. How to make a ramo, how to do this, how to wrap this. And I was like,
Fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
she
I'm
got it.
gonna tell you something that happened to me not too long ago when me and my girl were kind of going through a little like kind of like through a little time. We were kind of like separated for a while, and on her TikTok, like she would tell me that when she was like we were like not talking for a while, that all her TikTok was like sad stuff, like, oh, forget him, like, oh, if he wasn't part of your life, do this, like, oh, it's time to move on. And me and my girl, and I told my girl, I was like, honestly, your fucking phone is connected to the fucking feds. I told her, get that shit away from me. I'm like, what the fuck?
mm-hmm.
That's just crazy. And another story that I heard, it's kind of similar to phones and stuff like that. I think I told you guys. It was a guy. He was drunk. He had a few drinks at his house, and they had Alexa. And I guess him and somebody else were gonna go into like a fight. They were gonna get down. They're like, oh, fuck you this and that. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up right now. And Alexa heard and dialed 911. And then they never fought, but like Alexa heard that they said that, and she dialed 911. And the cops showed up to their house and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, we got a phone call of 911 that you guys were like gonna fight or you guys were fighting or something like that.
Oh.
And they were confused. They're like, what the fuck? We'll call the cops. We'll call the cops. And they were like, what the fuck? And then like I guess they realized like, oh, it was Alexa. That shit's fucking scary. My girl has one at her house too. A fucking Alexa, yeah.
Oh.
Or sometimes I'll be like Alexa, and they'll be like, hello. I'll be like, oh Alexa, and they'll be like, hello, and I'm like, oh, vete a la verga, and then she'll be like, oh, I cannot understand whatever, blah blah blah. That shit's funny though. It's funny. It's scary but funny. Yeah. You have an Alexa in your house, Eddie?
No, I have a Ring camera.
Oh,
That's
you guys.
different.
There's a lawsuit with Ring
What?
on Amazon because the videos that they have. So Amazon is the owner of Ring. So the videos that they get from Ring, they were using it for something else. They were sharing those videos
For information.
For information.
Oh shit! I was watching. I don't know. Maybe this is only on my shit, but I was watching a few TikToks the other day of a podcast. Some guy that's a very like smart hacker and shit. He was saying that like you can hack like a vacuum, like a smart
Oh, I
vacuum.
saw that one.
You saw? You saw?
You could hack this-
yeah.
What? For
He's
what?
like no like to take in information because it can hear what you're saying
Okay.
and shit like that.
Oh.
Like he's like, oh, if I wanted to right now, like there's a smart vacuum that people are using right now, and if I can hack it and like I can see everything and all the information is taken in from like the owner and stuff. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy. That shit is scary as fuck. This shit's all AI too. Like, it's a little weird. Another thing I actually wanted to mention: are you strong on mental health? I feel like you are. Mental health, you're strong. It looks. I feel like you too, know, Eddie. You're strong on mental health.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about it as a market?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna ask you guys that question, and then I'll kind of go into detail. Did you ever think it's a market? Like, did you ever think about it as a market, like to like sell
A
or
way
like,
to make money.
make money? Mental
yeah,
health.
in a way.
Because
Could be.
I was watching like I'm gonna fucking kind of put myself on because I was watching these videos, right? Kind of like what we were just explaining. I was watching some videos, right, of a podcast of some guy. It's the mayor from Miami, on the Full Send pod. The mayor from Miami. So he was explaining like, oh, like, because they recorded this during mental health, so, and then he's like, don't you guys think like mental health is like a market? Because what do they tell you to do like when you don't feel okay or when you feel like a little depressed or when you feel like you want to kill yourself? What do they tell you? Oh, take placebos, like take this, like take that, buy this, buy that, you know? Instead of being like, oh, maybe you need to go to the gym. Oh, maybe you need to go for a jog, or maybe you need to start eating better, maybe you need to start hanging around with better people. Why don't they tell you those things instead of being like, oh, here you go, take these fucking pills, you'll feel better, don't worry about it. Like, you know who we were talking about, like that one guy who had a
Therapy's expensive too.
or therapy. They're like, oh, go talk to this person. I heard that they do very well with guys like you or whatever. So I don't know. I had a question. Did you guys ever have like anybody you guys know or anything? Oh, I don't know. Maybe you guys want to explain a little bit, like someone that's gone through something, and then you guys kind of like, what the fuck?
Well, for her, when I first started talking to her, right away I noticed that she was like mentally, like hard,
Like good,
like
strong,
good, like
strong.
her path was good.
Oh, okay.
And I told her, and she's like, oh, like, but how do you know? I'm like, I just know, and she knows it too. With Eddie, I've known him for 6 years, 7 years, and like, yeah, like everyone's gonna have a bad day, obviously. You can't fix that. It's gonna happen. But besides that, I've never seen him like to the floor that he's like, oh, I can't no more, this and that. He just fights it through.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
But you guys have no one.
I have a friend. She almost offed herself months ago.
She what?
Remember?
Yeah.
She almost offed herself?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like off, turn
like,
off.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I was here on the right thing.
But like,
That's crazy though.
she's going to therapy right now and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
she is.
Yeah.
She,
Oh,
but,
she took it.
but she is taking a lot of pills. I'm just like, I don't know if her like psychologist is like just.
Did they put her on
Annoying,
a 50-50?
Huh?
Did they put her on a 50-50?
What's a 50-50?
What is that?
It's when they take you to the hospital and then they evaluate you for like
Yeah,
days, or
she-
87 or something. That's
She
there's a number
offed
to it.
herself. She almost did, and then she went to the hospital. She was there for like a week, and then she wanted therapy.
I know this is not like a question I should be asking any of us because I don't think any of us have obviously tried that. I hope not.
No.
But like, what do you think goes through a fucking person's head? Like,
Oh no.
like, why the fuck? Like, why is that a thing?
Oh, to
Like, who the fuck was the first person to commit suicide? I want to know, first of all. Like, how does that go through your head? Like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself and like see what happens or some shit like that. Like, is that what it was? Like, oh, let's see what happens, or
It was Hitler. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Hitler killed himself. No, he did kill himself though.
supposedly. There's a lot of
according
conspiracies.
to.
But I don't know. Is there like anything you guys like think happens or like?
It's because in that moment you really don't think about anybody else but yourself, how you're feeling, you know? And it takes a lot for you to get out of that mental state. I myself suffered from anxiety and depression, and I just felt like nobody was there when everyone was there, you know?
Yeah.
And it took for them to see me like, you know, damn, like she is bad, for them to be like, okay, like what's wrong? So it's just constant reassurance and knowing someone is there. But sometimes it's there, you just don't see it because you're so selfish and thinking it's me. But yeah.
But a question to that, that you said that you were in depression. Like, what helped you?
Yeah.
What helped you get out of it? Was it you? Was it someone else?
Hold on. That's a good question, but let's kind of like go like before you go there. When did you know you were depressed? Like when, like what made, or did you know you were depressed when you were in depression? Like, did you know? Like, did you say like, oh, I'm depressed?
Nothing had a purpose.
No.
Nothing. Like everything just seemed the same. I was just like, okay, I was so nonchalant about everything, you know.
Okay.
And good things happen, not gonna lie, but I was just like, it's happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like.
And then what are the things that like kind of like you started like, okay, like picking up things like you're like, oh my god, like this has to change, like things are showing up for me in my life here, like I have to start like getting my shit together, like I can't be like this forever.
So I don't know exactly what it was that just got into me, but I knew I had to get out of there because I was getting anxiety attacks every day. It was 1 a.m. and I would get up and I'd pace back and forth. Mom, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So my mom would be like, okay, come. I'd call my dad because my dad, well, his business, he's his own boss.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes he would be working late because he had to finish a job. So then I'd be like, Dad, please come home. Like, tonight I'm dying. Like, come home. And he'd be like, what? So he'd come home. He's like, ¿qué pasa? And I'm like, me voy a morir. Like, me voy a morir. And, you know, because it was just me in my head. But, yeah, it was like a good year of that. And then I started going to the gym. I lost a lot of weight.
That's
and
really good.
I went back to school because it was my junior year, and then I went back to school senior year, and then everyone was like, oh my god, like what happened to you? Like you look so good, you lost so much weight. And I was like over the moon with that, you know, like that helped me a lot.
That's
good. The hype. So then after that, even now, like earlier today, I was having a panic attack in the car with my sister, and I was like, okay, like you have your sister, like you need to calm down, because I was tired. No, because I was like, no. I was tired. So I was like, okay. Because I was like, no.
Well, when was it? When you...
Went
for the tickets?
No. Remember I told you I was going to pick up the perfume?
Yeah,
so I took her. And then we went, and I was kind of like not falling asleep, but I was tired, and I was like, oh, so I went like that. And then out of the nowhere, I was just like, oh my god, like I'm driving with my sister right now. Like if I forget to press the brake, I'm gonna crash. And I was just thinking that, like it was just me in my head, like if I don't forget to press the brake, I'm gonna crash, and for no reason.
Oh, okay.
Damn,
I got
what
you.
the fuck?
Yeah. I think I felt that before.
God, no, I never felt that way.
I felt that before.
I never felt that way.
Yeah.
It's happened. I asked Junior because we got lunch for work, and I asked him like, "Hey, don't you sometimes like you're driving calm, and you're just like, fuck, what if I just crash into a pole right now?" Has it happened to you?
So
I think that's different.
Okay,
I think you're just imagining like what would happen. I think yours is more like, oh fuck, like I need to make sure.
Like you feel like your hands are gonna do it for you.
yeah.
That's how I felt it at the time.
Oh,
I don't know
I
if
think
it's-
you need to see a therapist or something. I think you. I don't know about your brain controls your hands. You know that, right? It sends signals before your hands do it. Wait.
I know,
So-
but I just snap out of it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Sí, güey. Está bien.
The first time I experienced it was when I was working at Burger King, and I remember I worked a 6:30 to 3:30 shift, so I had to go to school after. And I remember that day I was like, I'm tired. I'm gonna drink coffee. I hardly drink coffee.
Coffee's not good for you.
So I drank coffee that day, and I was on my way to school, and I forgot. Like I felt like my blood went down to my like toes, and I was like, which one is the brake and which one is the gas? And I was like there, like repeating it to myself. This is the brake. This is the gas. Like I forgot.
Oh my god.
Got to the stop, and I started shaking. So I parked and I called my dad. Come for me. Take me to the hospital right now. Because I felt like I lost it. I lost it.
What do you sorry to interrupt you.
You're good.
What do you like? What would you recommend someone that kind of goes through these things? Like, what would you like tell them, or like some advice? Not recommend, obviously, but like advice that you want to like, maybe like not completely stop it, obviously, because it takes a lot of practice, like you said, right? It takes a year.
Your music is
But like little things that can be like, you know what, like this helped me, and this can help maybe someone else. Like,
as cliche as it sounds, just remember it's in your head.
okay.
It's all in your head, because the world is still, unless you're in a point where you're really physically incapable of doing anything, or you're on the floor or whatever, then, but it's all in your head, and you just need to know how to control your thoughts and your emotions sometimes, and it's easier said than done.
Yeah, of
but
course.
once you tackle it and you got it down,
That's the biggest thing I feel like for people. They choose to like avoid tackling it, so they'll let it sit and they don't care.
build up.
Yeah, so they'll let it build up to the point where when it's finally time to take action, they're like, "Oh my god, like it came this far, like I've gone this far." It's kind of like I don't want to sound stupid, like I don't want to sound like I'm disrespecting people. It's kind of like when you let yourself get fat, if that makes sense. You know, like you're like, "Oh, it's okay, like I'll start working out tomorrow." Boom, 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 boom. 6 months, 6 months pass by, and you're like, "Fuck, like I gained 30 pounds already. Like what the fuck, like you know." And then now that you want to work out, but you're already a little bigger than you were before, you're like, "Fuck, now I gotta start even harder." You know, I'm out of fucking shape, you know? Because I feel that now, because even though you look at me skinny, but I'm a little out of shape too, you know? And like, I barely started this challenge yesterday. I've been telling
yesterday.
No, yeah. I
started yesterday.
barely started yesterday this challenge.
Sorry,
This challenge. I'm challenging myself for this. I'm trying to run a mile every day of June. And then hopefully, like, continue it. And so far, I've done yesterday and today.
Wait, what?
Like, just run a mile every day.
Oh.
Like, every day. Just run a mile.
I mean, it's a little bit.
So, yesterday and today, I did it.
I mean, it's a little bit. You could do laps in your room. That could be kind of like a mile, you know? Just saying, I mean, if you won't go outside, you know, it's a little bit easier.
I told you.
It's a little bit easier just to do just a little bit easier to do.
The stairs help a lot.
Oh, the
up and
stairs?
down.
I'm not going to do that in the house.
Yeah, but okay, yeah.
No mames. But yeah, okay.
I'm just saying.
No, I mean, that's good. mental health, yeah. But kind of connected to that, because recently a lot of, I'm pretty sure I keep repeating myself because a lot of my viewers know, but since you guys don't really, well, Eddie knows, but you don't really know. I recently quit my job, right? Because I had 2 jobs, so I quit my morning job, and I'm trying to work on getting a better one. The one I was saying, I'm trying to work at a pharmacy. So recently, like, I just been chilling in my house, like not really doing too much, kind of like in a way like how you said, like it's in your head, you know. So now that I have more time to kind of think about where my life is going, that's where you start thinking like, oh fuck, like am I really in a good position, if that makes sense? Like I start thinking, like getting into my own head a little bit, like here and there, like oh my god, like I'm just fucking home, I'm not doing shit, like I need to do something, you know, like I'm stuck. But then I realized, I was like, when you slow down, like when your life starts to slow down is when you start like thinking in your head like things aren't going well. But since I was used to moving so fast all the time, you know, like I would wake up in the morning, clock in at 5 to my job, or 5:30, whatever time I would get there, and then leave at 1, and then I would go to my next job, and then that was just my routine. Wake up, work, sleep, next day again, the same thing. So I was like boom, boom, boom. I was always like in motion, you know, if that makes sense. Like, and like, I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys, where you guys feel like there's a moment where you guys start to slow down, and you're like, oh shit, like I don't know if my life is as good as it's supposed to be, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys had an experience like that.
Not recently.
Not recently?
No. Maybe it's because you have 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And it's back to back. You didn't have
Back to
But
back.
what I was trying to go for is like also like things like for people that don't have nothing to do, that's why they're stuck in their habits. because they think like, oh, like I don't have nothing to do, so like again, like how they say, like if this is what's presenting, then like this is what I'm gonna do, you know, like I'm not gonna do nothing to change it. That's why people fall into depression or anxiety, like you said, or they start panicking, or they start doing like drugs, or they go out to do things they're not supposed to be fucking doing, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna fucking tag a wall, like blah blah, or I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna fucking smoke weed with my friends, like, you know, instead of like saying, you know what, like fuck, like tomorrow let's just wake up early. If I have nothing to do, then okay, let's just go work out, you know, or let's go fucking help my mom with something, you know, clean my room. Like that's the simplest shit that a lot of people don't do. They don't even fucking clean the room, you know. Like I have a buddy of mine, like I'm not gonna say who he is, but oh fuck, that fool's room is like fucking dirty. Like I'm just like fuck, like my room's clean, like, you know, like I'm looking at this room like my room's fucking clean, like fuck, or like I don't know, it's just like simple things, you know, or cleaning their car too, like clean your car, like I don't know if you ever heard that saying where it says like, oh, like it's like your room or your car, like it describes like the type of person you are, you know, like it shows the type of person you are, you know, like okay, like you have your car a little messy. You have your car a little messy, okay, whatever, you know, like it happens to all of us. I'm not gonna say I have my car clean all 24/7 either, you know.
It's on the left side.
On the left? Edgar?
But yeah, I don't know.
But aside from that, because that's I know. Earlier you were talking about your dad. While you were talking about your dad, I noticed that you were talking very well about him. What is and he had a business. What type of business does he run?
He's a carpenter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
so he does all this.
Okay.
Have you ever tried working with him?
I did.
Yeah. You didn't like it?
So I started working at Winchell's right after high school.
Winchell's is a donut.
A donut.
Donuts. Okay.
I only lasted there 2 months because it wasn't for me. I was like, no. Aside from me going in at 3 a.m, 4 a.m,
Oh, mommy.
next day going in at midnight, I was like, no. So I told my dad, like, hey dad, like, can I work with you? And he's like, huh? So at that time he had a lot of hotel orders and just a lot of work. So he would put me to I don't know how you say it in English, barrenar, like the legs, put the holes in this machine. So I was doing that, and I was there with him for like 2 months, but I like me machuqué el dedo, and then my nail came off, and then he
kind of
instead of him being like, oh my god, like, are you okay, like, he was like, you see, it's because you don't focus, you're not doing a good job. If you were doing better, that wouldn't have happened. So instead of him comforting me in that moment, he just, you know, and I was like, you know what?
He didn't see you like, at the moment, he didn't see you like family. So basically, same thing with me.
He did see her as family, but he didn't treat her like an employee, if that makes sense. Because that's not what a boss would fucking tell you.
Yeah.
A boss wouldn't tell you that.
Alfonso doesn't care.
Okay, that's Alfonso. We're talking about her dad. Her dad is not Alfonso.
Oh, but
his voice.
I maybe understand him, maybe not, because same thing with me and Junior. So basically, me growing up, I worked here too.
You do it too.
And he would always tell me, "Oh, if you don't point the gun right, you're gonna staple yourself." I'm like, no, I'm a pro already. So basically, I had my hand here.
Dumbass.
I was holding something, and I shot, and it went through the wood, so it got me. It went straight into my nail. So I was like, oh, you know what? I saw it and I was like, me metí una staple. Por pendejo. And then I went to go clean it off. And with my brother, same thing. He was barely starting to learn. And he had his gun like that. If it was a real gun, he was just like, And then I hear a boom. It went off. But I'm like, why are you shooting the floor? He's all like, I don't know. And I looked down to his foot, and it's a staple inside his foot. And you see the blood squirting. So I'm like,
calm?
Yeah, he was super calm.
He was super calm.
I don't know how, but he was super calm.
He was holding
he saw it?
He was holding that shit in.
When I told him, he saw it.
He was
he's all like, oh shit. So
What
what I did, I just took it off. I immediately took it off, and I took him in. I gave him first aid. And then from there, I think you kept working that day too, huh? Right after? Yeah, he kept working like nothing. But that's why our parents like get like that with us, because it hurts them. Don't think that it doesn't hurt them. It hurts them. That's why he probably told you that way.
Yeah.
But I don't know your dad, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Who are you close to? Your mom or your dad?
My mom.
Mom?
My mom.
Yeah.
What does your mom do, or like does she work? Does she stay at home?
So my mom is basically a stay-at-home mom, but she has her business at home. She has daycare at home.
Oh.
Yeah, so
shit.
she's had a daycare probably since I was 11 or younger. Yeah.
So she's licensed to do that.
Yeah, she's licensed.
Oh.
daycare.
I didn't know there was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So you're like used to being around kids and stuff like
Yeah.
that? Do you want your own kids? No, huh?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Well, like in the future, you want kids? Yeah.
When I was younger, like that's all I wanted. I was like, kids. Like I need a kid.
What
And
the
now
fuck?
that I'm getting older, I'm like,
At what age though?
Fuck them.
At what age was that?
so I was probably 16 or 17 when I was like, I'm gonna be a young mom. I'm gonna have kids by 25. I'm gonna have my 3 kids.
But you had your boyfriend already and everything too?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you guys were planning to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Were you guys trying to have? Like, were you guys trying, like, attempting?
We were trying, but
Oh my
it
god.
never happened.
Oh. But are you grateful for that, or?
So grateful.
Yeah?
So grateful.
Yeah?
Maybe it's because it wasn't meant for you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe because
Yeah.
your destiny is something else much bigger than that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why.
definitely.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Definitely.
they're not gonna get, it's not gonna, life is not gonna give you what you want, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
That's crazy though.
So,
I
yeah.
didn't think like that.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah. That's
who the fuck was that guy, first of all, too? Fucking idiot. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, he was, he was kind of like giving you what you wanted to, you know, like, okay, for my girl, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, how did he turn out? Is he a bum now, or what? Is he a brokey?
He's not good.
Oh, then that was good. Oh my god, yes, yes.
Your tocayo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's an Edgar too?
He's an Edgar.
Fuck.
Edgar
So
Khan.
coming here, you had that vibe, like, fuck, this might be that Edgar? No?
Yeah,
Or
now
no?
I know what she would
Maybe
be
it's the
saying.
same one, no?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's the same one. You never
Ah.
know. Nah, I'm just
No.
kidding. I don't know. I'm just fucking-
I'm honestly so glad that didn't happen,
Yeah.
you know, and I learned a lot. I feel like that was my reason for falling into depression too, because I wanted someone to love me so bad, and I wanted it to be him, and he just was like, I'm gonna give you what you need, not even what I needed, what he wanted to give me, and I was there like, but yeah.
Eddie, have you ever tried having kids?
I like the story. Oh, you fucking asshole!
I.
No.
Oh, but there was actually a topic that I wanted to talk about, like another one. I don't. You go to Disneyland? I feel like you go to Disneyland. I feel like you're a Disney girl.
Okay, you guys are gonna die when I tell you this. I've never been to Disneyland in my life.
Oh my god, would you like to go one day?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe one day when we're rich enough and we're the Viz podcast big, we'll
She
take
still comes?
Yeah,
She still comes along?
for being one of the first guests that you come on us, we'll
Yeah.
promise we'll
So what theme parks have you visited? Or gone to? Ew, you gone to.
Nuts?
I've been to Knott's, yes.
the ghetto.
And
That's
I don't
technically
know-
the hood.
Yeah, I don't know if it's considered a theme park.
No,
SeaWorld?
yeah.
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think that's it.
What I was going for,
Six Flags.
cause you know how like I don't want to seem like again I'm disrespecting anybody, but I don't know if you know like June is Pride Month. Okay, so I don't know if this was just a thing for Pride Month for Disney, but instead of Cinderella now they have a Cinderfella.
Oh, I saw that.
So
Was that real?
It's
Wait,
a
what the
guy.
fuck? I haven't even seen that.
It's a guy
I
dressed
haven't seen that myself.
in a Cinderella dress, and he encourages like the little boys and the kids like to dress like
Was it real?
yeah, it's real.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's time for the milk. I think it's time.
Please.
But I don't know. I just want to know like as a girl and then like you, cause you're gay, right? I want to know like your guys' opinions and
Perspective.
yeah, like is that okay or is that not okay? Like I don't know. Okay, maybe as a grown ass man like us, right? You know, we're adults, we choose whatever the fuck we want. But like as kids, you know, like that fucking kid looked like he was like 6 or 7, you know? Like I don't know if that's okay to encourage that or to start showing that already, you know? I'm not sure. Like I want to know
What do you think?
opinions. Again, I'll give you mine.
Okay.
Like simple. I don't think it's okay. Simple.
Me too.
You know, like I really don't think it's okay.
I personally don't like that they keep like shoving it like
It's an agenda.
too much to like kids and all of us. Like at Target, it's like a whole section, and like every day like it's like a comment like why, you know, why is that there? Why is that there?
Did you get assaulted because they put that at Target or
Who
not?
said I got us?
I'm just asking you. You got assaulted.
Well, you get more assaulted than he does when he's not even.
No,
and you're not even
like-
gay.
or like-
Yes.
Wait. Oh no, I try not to be married, but
What was yours?
yeah.
They were in the car.
I thought you said you don't have any.
I do have
Maribel.
some.
They were in the car though. Your
But they
AirPods.
weren't in the car though.
Who the fuck is Maribel?
So should I turn back to it?
Sure.
Who's Maribel?
So you could get it easy.
Don't
Oh,
worry
it's
about
cool.
that. To the airport.
Anyways, okay, that's off topic. I just want to know her opinion on that, or what do you think? What do you think about
You're-
this whole like gender
You're
identity?
open to say anything.
Like I know this is political a little bit, but I just want to know. Like, I mean, if you don't want to say this, it's fine. Like,
I feel like each to their own, you know. Like if I'm a parent and I know my kids are gonna see that there, and I know they don't, I don't want them to see that there. I'm not gonna take them, or I'm gonna avoid it, you know. But like I said, each to their own.
That's a good one though.
but you go to the gym, right?
Mm,
You go to the gym.
here and there.
Okay, let's just say you go to the gym, right?
Yeah.
What kind of gym you go to? LA?
Planet.
Planet? Okay. Did you know that now transgenders can go into your restroom?
Yeah, I heard.
You're okay with that?
Mm,
You're okay with a grown ass biological man?
me,
I
I'm
didn't even know that.
a grown woman.
Mhm.
I not saying, oh, I'm gonna expect it and I'm gonna,
Mhm.
you know, but I already know. But as far as let's say kids in schools,
No.
I wouldn't be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because how am I
a lot
gonna
of
let
weird
my
shit
little
happens,
sister,
so.
you know, traumatize herself that way or see something that she shouldn't?
Within that.
That's good.
But to me,
No. Let me see, because I'm pretty sure you go to Planet, right? So
Yeah.
you know that Planet does summer programs for the high schoolers, right?
Yeah.
So there's underage kids there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like-
So it's gonna.
So yeah, you are okay with it, but what about these high
Yeah.
schoolers that are coming in? You know, like, like I feel like that's bad. You know,
No,
like
yeah.
what the fuck? And then
Mhm.
there, okay, respect. You know, to those transgenders and all that. If you do your own thing, you like, you know, you respect the female, you respect the male, whatever. You know, that's cool. But we're not like, we don't know that, you know. And there's some fucking weirdos that be like, oh, I'm a transgender, like, and they'll go into the fucking restroom just to look at that, you know, like just to like see who's there, like, oh, like fuck, I can probably assault this person or whatever. And there's been a few cases like that, you know, going around, and like I don't want to like bash them or anything, because you know, like, not like I said, not everybody's like that, you know, not everybody thinks that way. Everybody, like how you said, does their own thing and whatever, you know, and that's cool. But then there's the cases where like fuck, like there's the cases where like fuck, like is that even okay to do? Like just to like the idea, you know what I mean? Like the idea, like he's a grown man that wants to be a girl going into a girl's restroom, you know?
That's what I was gonna tell you. To me, when I used to go to LA Fitness, the guys would be without nothing, so they'll be naked. So I don't know how it works with you guys. I don't know how you guys work in there. I don't know if you guys wear
In the
bras.
showers?
In the showers, no, and outside the showers, coming out of the showers.
The viejitos, no? Mostly viejitos.
So mostly viejitos.
Yeah, when they
They'll
finish
be-
showering, yeah, they don't care. They'll just
I don't
change
know
like
how
that
that works
naked.
with you guys, but still, like the fact that the person's still a guy and is seeing you, there has to be a reaction. Even though they say they're trans, there has to be a reaction to it. And there was a story that came up on the news. A sorority, it's supposed to be all females, right? So there was a trans that was trying to be in it, and the sorority let them in. The association, they let them in, and they were saying that guy, because I still consider it a guy, it's not a girl. The guy, he would put pillows on his lap when the girls would pass by. So
What?
I don't know if he was being.
I mean, that's
actually
pretty obvious.
being-
Yeah, that's pretty obvious what he was
You know,
doing.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the girls they made a lot. They did a whole lawsuit and they came on live and everything, and that they were asking like, oh, how's this even possible? And then the lawyer came out too and she talked whatever politics. But I don't think it's fine.
I don't think it's okay. I feel like they just push it too far, you know?
They're like forcing it.
yeah,
down
they
your throat.
force it. Like, okay, there's one thing like
Like Target.
telling people to accept it, and if they don't accept it, okay. But then for them forcing it like to like kind of like brainwash them, like the like people that are in that like community, the LGBTQ, like for them to like start forcing them to be like, oh, make people know that they have to accept it. Like that's a fuck. Like why the fuck? Like if I don't accept you, accept that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like accept that I don't accept it. You know, like I wouldn't fucking like I don't care. You know, like look, like he's my friend, he's gay. You know, like I fucking accept him. Like I don't care. You know, like he's not coming to me like, hey, try to be gay. Like come over here, like be gay with us.
Nah,
Like no, you
and
know.
he's
But
always
there's
told us
fucking
that.
people like that. There's fucking
Yeah.
people like that, or like oh like don't make gay jokes about me or whatever. You know, like you know, like fuck, like I don't know, like I just don't understand why. You know, like why does it have to be forced? You know, like the same thing like how we said, like just like if you're not accepted, then you're not accepted. If you are, you are. You know. Are you very religious?
Somewhat.
Like you believe in God? Yeah.
you believe in God.
Yeah.
Is there like things that confuse you, like that you don't really understand?
In what way, shape, or form?
I don't know, like maybe like you're I'm not saying you're this person, but maybe you're the person like, oh, if God exists, then why is there bad things happening? Like that or no?
No.
Junior's like that or what? Junior says that shit? Junior says that shit or what?
Nah, but he used to say something else.
I said some shit like, because you know they said God supposedly created the sun or something. I'm like, you're telling me that fucker went to the fucking space and created the fucking sun? Like, that guy, like,
Or like, well, like not like that.
do you think I'm stupid or what? Like,
Well, not like
God
that.
could do that shit. You think God's gonna do that shit? Fuck no, that's just stupid.
No, not like that. That's a little too. Whoever told you that is an idiot.
It's in the Bible. It says in the Bible.
Well, no, it says that. Well, in the Bible, I might be quoting this wrong. It says like, oh that.
This is the first place there was no light.
There's also
Yeah, there was no light, so when.
He said that he created light.
But
the fuck is the Albert Einstein? Okay.
there's also different Bibles, you know. Got like the Jew Bible, the Catholic.
And you've read them?
Oh no.
Okay, so then don't mention.
Oh,
them.
Hebrew. Sorry, I'm choking over here.
I mean, if you're a god, what do you think? Like, if I want $1,000 cash right now, like I'm God, so I could just make it appear, you know, like kind of like that sort of type of thing. Like I don't have to invent the money, you know, if that makes sense.
What?
I did not understand that, but okay.
What do you mean? How's that not a good example? Like it's the same thing what he's saying. Like he said, like, oh, so God went and created the sun. Like he didn't physically fucking create it. Like fucking start putting things together and the sun.
How do you know?
Well, how do you know he didn't fucking create it? Well, how do you know he didn't create it like that?
Okay, no.
Well, I'm pretty sure he didn't do it like that way.
Give your point of view.
Yeah.
I think he created everything.
Okay, I'm not saying he didn't create it way. I'm saying he didn't like smash things up together and be like, "There's the sun." I'm not saying he did that because that's what they explained to Junior. Look, what I'm saying is that obviously, yeah, he said, "Okay, I want there to be light. There's gonna be a sun here." Boom, the sun just appeared out of nowhere. That's what it was.
What about the clouds?
How the fuck is a Big Bang Theory gonna lead up to human beings? Wait, I want to understand this.
Wait. What about the clouds though?
God created light.
Okay, but okay. Let's forget about God created light. So then, how the fuck does the Big Bang Theory lead to humans?
Basically, evolution.
How the fuck if there was no fucking living
That's what
things?
they're explaining that. Evolution.
Okay, and who the fuck explained this?
No, I'm just saying.
But who explained this? Let's get into this. No, look. Who explained this?
E.T. told me.
Who explained this?
School.
And who is school? What is school? We already know. You know what school is. What is school? Who created school?
Look, think about it this way.
Who created school, Junior? You know. No. Who created school, Junior? Who created this? Who created the schools?
I don't fucking
The Rothschilds. Who are the Rothschilds? The people that run the world.
Exactly. They created everything, not God.
Oh, I'm out of Junior.
You know who the Rothschilds are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'll
someone
explain
else.
to her.
You want to explain?
Um,
They're the people that run the world.
But like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
They're the
it's a
richest.
family. It's a family that runs the world.
They were.
It's Jews. That's why I wanted to exterminate them a long time ago. Fucking other people I know. But anyway, they are Jews though. No, right?
What?
They're Jews.
Who?
The Rothschild.
They're Jews?
Yeah.
They're Jews? Are they actually or no?
Yeah, they're Jews. That's why I said Jews run the world. That's the theory that they always say.
Oh,
No, I don't think that's real. I don't think they're actually Jews.
Well,
Like
Yeah?
where like all the Jews were extinct. The ones that survived ended up,
Okay,
taking over.
but now that we're on the topic.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about, Hito? Oh my god, what the fuck?
No, what we
How the fuck can the Jews go extinct and then he says the ones that survived?
Oh, the ones
That's what I want to fucking know. I want to understand how the fuck that works. How the fuck do they go extinct and then you're like the ones that survived?
well, the ones that
the
were
genocide.
What the
The genocide.
Dangerous.
Bro, what?
The ones that survived the genocide.
Motherfucker, what?
the ones that were killed in the concentration camps.
Okay, that's what you should have said. Not the ones that went extinct and then the ones that survived. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Okay, but you and me know
Uh-huh.
that even people over here that say that, oh God, this and that, there has to be faith in us to go somewhere, to be somewhere.
Uh-huh.
There has to be a faith in you. I know that you're gonna be like, oh no, you just gotta believe in yourself. And to a point, you're right.
No, yeah.
But there has to be
You're
a
not
faith
always gonna
behind
believe.
you.
Yeah, you're not always gonna believe in yourself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, of course. I already know that. Fuck, I've been through that.
I
shit.
believe in that. What about you? Well, what do you think about that?
What are you guys talking about?
Faith.
Faith.
I
Yeah,
have faith on myself.
that's
No,
why.
but you don't have. But do you believe like there's something out there that you gotta believe in, so it could push you a little bit more?
Yeah.
So, like,
But you
believe in
know
yourself.
that's preached in religion way faith. You know that, right?
Johnny.
That's preached in religion.
Shut up. Just go.
Johnny's
Yeah,
religion.
he's a priest.
No, not really.
He's a priest. In bed, he's a priest.
Hey,
Shut the fuck.
hey, wait. Would you guys ever go to a gay church?
Hey,
Es el diablo.
Hey, there's such thing?
Hey, yeah, there's a gay church, no?
Church?
Hey, would you guys ever go to?
I don't fucking know.
I think it's the
I
Alley
know there's
Alley
only
Center
gay
one.
clubs, that's what
I don't know. I don't know what that
Oh
is.
yeah, was it with you that I saw the Alley Center one?
Would you ever?
Remember? The one
Yeah,
that
would you
didn't
guys
want
ever
to
go to a
bomb?
gay church? Hey, what do you think they preach at a gay church?
I've never
Yeah, the one that
fucking
didn't
heard
want
of
to
gays?
bomb.
gay
Oh,
church.
you wanted a bomb.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she would've said someone bounced
A
it.
gay
Well,
church?
technically
Where the
speaking,
fuck is that
Catholic-
shit
The
at?
Catholic Church
There's no
accepts
gay
homophobics.
churches?
There can't be gay church.
The Catholic accept that?
He's
Yeah.
probably been there.
No, yeah, there's gay churches.
Just
I
kidding.
passed by them because
No,
it says
but the
outside
Catholic-
of the
but
little
the
rainbow and it says we
Este
accept.
güey también le gusta.
Oh.
Oh, I'm playing.
¿Quién?
A Juanito.
Fuckers that I'm gay.
Oh.
I'm playing
come on,
Juanito.
Bro, I'll fuck an old lady right now in front of you guys. Just shit like I'm gay.
Oye, este güey está manejando.
I'll fuck some bitch that can't even wipe her ass, fool. That she'll shit herself. Just to show you that I'm not gay. Some fucking ruca.
no.
Alright,
mames.
get to the story. Anyway,
Okay, we're getting off topic. Let's go.
Anyways, yeah. Go to what you were saying with your
Oh,
faith.
for the faith.
Yeah,
Basically, if without faith, you're not.
yeah, that's true.
You don't.
Well, yeah, faith comes from religion way,
Yeah.
you know. But what I was trying to tell Junior is that obviously he's gonna believe in science more than religion if he believes in science, you know. And that's why I'm telling him who taught you about science.
But you know what? It's like I've always told you too. That there's gonna come a certain time in your life, not maybe 5 years from now, but you're really gonna like notice that you're like, fuck, like this happened to me, and look where I'm at. But it's not gonna be because of you. Something pushes you to get there, and maybe even then you're just gonna be like, nah, I still don't believe in that. I don't have faith or this and that. But I feel like right now you think like that because you're in a certain age that you don't think about that. My tío, El Patrick.
Did we show?
El Patrick.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Some of our crews, but yeah.
The
So
brother
my
of
tío
Joey?
Patrick,
Forgot about that.
he didn't believe in nothing until 25. He said
205.
25.
The age
25.
age 25.
What do you mean, like,
25.
believe
He didn't believe in anything. He was
Like
like Junior.
religious and-
He wasn't religious. Nothing.
What is he now? Islam? or
No.
Catholic?
He's Christian.
Christian? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are you guys, Christian or?
I'm Christian. I used to be Catholic, but I'm
What are you,
Christian.
Christian?
Christian.
Atheist.
Really?
No.
That fool believes in Pornhub.
Catholic.
That fool believes in
Catholic.
Pornhub.
Catholic.
Pornhubist. Pornhubist.
No,
Catholic.
Pornhubist.
Hey, there's a girl.
Catholic.
No, well,
Catholic to be with.
Hubbist.
Okay.
He's a
Catholic.
hubbist.
But yeah,
Catholic?
his pope is Johnny Sins, and then I don't want to explain what the holy water is, but we'll leave it at that.
Pobrecito. No mames.
Por favor.
Any chance that you have a friend for him?
I was gonna.
No mames, way. Oh yeah, she knows. She said yeah.
Tell him.
My brother.
¡Ya se lo cogieron!
Just to fuck.
Hey, you can start off with that.
Angelito, como dijo el Chunira. Toma, cabrón. Ya, güey, como los like the Japanese, güey, like the Koreans. Sí, güey, tiraste, güey. Fuck.
But I was back to what I was saying. To this regards to what Edgar was saying.
Why me? The fuck you said that for?
Oh, you're gay, aren't you?
He said Edgar.
Oh.
You said Edgar, no?
No, I said him.
Oh, Eddie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why are you gay?
well, what about
Look, he's gay. Back to my story. My question. What were we talking about before that? That ended?
Se te va la onda,
Holy
güey.
water?
No, prior to that. Prior to that, something about that. Oh, okay, there you go. Has something happened to you that has changed your life? That, like, how he was saying that, like, made you be where you're at right now? Or
She kind of explained that a little earlier.
did she?
Yeah,
You
kind
remember
of like you
that?
said about your panic attacks and your anxiety and depression.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that pretty much
Okay.
changed
That
your
would
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, that's good. But tell us. I don't know, Eddie, if you want to say something. Like, well, I was kind of still trying to talk about the Cinderella thing. I don't know. Like I don't know. I really just don't. I don't really think it's okay, you know.
I don't really like care for it. I mean, I'm not like one to be like I'm gay. Respect me. I'm like I don't really care, you know. I'm just me, and I don't really care. You know, like I have a friend that's like don't say certain things, don't do certain things, because I'm just like, bro, like.
Wait, a friend?
Yeah, like I have a friend at work.
That he'll tell you
gay.
like,
no, not me, but the team. Like he's very like firm on like what people say. Or
so like you can't make joke like gay jokes.
No, yeah.
Oh, he'll get mad?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But like even if I'm not saying it to him, like if I say it to you and he hears me say it, like he'll get mad.
Don't say that.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
he'll like snitch on you.
Take your phone.
Okay.
No, for this topic, that's what I'm saying.
You because I told you.
Oh, okay.
I told you.
So yeah. So I don't know if you want to bring up that topic. Is this guy a fag or is he gay?
Yeah, he's a fag.
Oh, he's a fag.
Okay.
So he wants to be a
girl.
So he wants to be a girl.
He wants to be a girl.
He's a cross dresser.
Cross species? What?
Cross dresser. Where like he's still a guy, but he dresses and does makeup.
Wait, no mames.
No, that's like transgender. Or what?
That's like drag.
Yeah, it's like trans. Yeah, like drag in a way.
That is a
Like a drag queen.
Yeah.
Like those girls. Oh, okay,
Okay. I respect everyone as a human being.
I don't. That's not a human
That's
being.
not
No,
right.
I respect everyone as a human
That's not
being
human
because
being.
you gotta respect everyone as a human being.
Nah, that's not
But the
doesn't
things that you do as a human being
No.
are the things that separate you
You didn't hear me.
from someone that's doing something good for the world and something that's not even good for anything. Because I don't see no benefit of being a trans or
Flies over here. Sorry.
anything like that. What's the benefit of that?
Flies over here.
Mames, güey, ponte las pilas. What are you doing?
That was a fly.
Is it gonna do something to you?
Well, no, but it gets in the
It's
way.
gonna fucking
It's
make
gonna-
mad.
it's gonna-
This is the fucking prime example. No mames,
No,
güey. Un pinche mosquito, Ángel. Un puto mosco, güey.
Wait, you have cement on your hair, güey. No mames. No
Because
mames, güey.
they're flies. Because
It's not gonna last,
attracts.
güey.
Hey, we're gonna put that clip. You have the video of the jail on his seat.
I have a video.
We're gonna put. Oh, this one has cement on his fucking head. Oh, is that okay?
Because I look, there's one right there.
Alright, it's not gonna eat you or nothing.
Well, no,
Sí,
but
güey, ni que fuera un puto tiburón, güey, no mames, Ángel.
They get in the way. But, okay. Back to what's
Some man on your fucking.
Basically, you have to
That's a good point, though. What you're saying, like, I know, yeah, but it's because look, then there's like people like Eddie's. Well, I don't know. Do you consider him your friend or coworker?
Just a
Okay, his coworker, because I don't want him to be considered his friend, because I don't think he is. But like,
fucking mean.
why is there the necessity to do things like that way? Like, do you not have like the energy, like that energy that he can be like, don't say things like that, don't do that, don't say that around me. Like that energy should be put somewhere else. Way, the energy should be transferred into something like, you know what, like I don't have to fucking deal with people. If they want to say what they want to say, they're gonna say it. Way, you know what? I'm not saying for him to be encouraging like this shit, but like instead of like saying that type of shit, instead of like, okay, I'm gay, I dress this way, I'm gonna tell people like, okay, guys, you know what? This is the type of energy that I should be replacing with, like, what I want when I want him to, if he ever watches this shit or whoever does this type of shit, put your energy into like, hey guys, you know what? Like I'm gay, I dress this way. You know what? If they don't accept you, that's fine. Just keep do your own thing. Like who doesn't matter if the people that love you, care for you, and they accept you, and even then, wait, because even the people that love you, whatever they like, how we talk to Leo, they don't always support you in what you do. They don't always fucking look out for you. They're not always gonna be that person that's gonna be there all the time for you. The people you love. So even then, it doesn't fucking matter if you love what you do. If you love yourself, which I don't know if they do or not, because But anyways,
According to them, they do.
yeah, according to them,
According to them.
yeah. Then why the fuck does it matter if Angelito makes a joke? Or why the fuck does it matter if I make a joke or I say something? Like, why the fuck does it matter? But at the end of the day, nobody here is somebody, and even the people that are considered somebodies are really nobodies. Like, honestly, they're nobody. They're just the same fucking people as us, just more famous or more rich. At the end of the fucking day.
That's true, though.
It's true. Like, this fucker knows the mayor. That doesn't make him a fucking important person.
famoso.
It just makes them.
It just makes them relevant.
To me, knowing the mayor is not like a whatever.
Okay,
thing,
but
right?
that's people will see it like that. If that
No,
makes sense,
but-
you know.
Pinche Biden. Pinche
No,
Trump.
but it's because you have to have a quality to be hanging out with the person like that, like the mayor.
But what is the mayor?
cool.
What qualities does the
The
mayor
mayor
have?
doesn't do shit. The mayor doesn't do shit. Or does he?
Honestly, we'll leave that for another day because hopefully we'll have him on the pod one day so we can answer
I
you.
don't think the mayor does shit.
Yeah, but I want you saying it to him like that.
I'll tell him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, si le
That.
dices?
I'm down.
Like
¿Sí le
that.
dices?
I'll tell you straight up.
Así me gusta. Like
That's all.
that.
I don't think he does shit.
And the next
'Cause
day
the
we're gonna
only
get fucking
thing-
arrested.
To this point, the only thing I don't like what he's done is the shelter for the homeless.
There's always homeless everywhere.
But if you think about
do
it,
shit.
it's a program way. So it's a program for like people that like
Aren't
actually
No,
need
no,
it.
no. I
you know?
get that. I get the program.
But I know because you're trying to say that it brings more people like more homeless.
They know the homeless
But
people
okay,
talk.
wait, but look, let's say about this, right? Look,
Walking.
you're gonna say, okay, I don't like that because he's bringing more homeless, right?
You
Okay,
want a highway,
listen,
no mames.
listen. You're gonna blame him for that, right? Because he's bringing more homeless. But why the fuck don't we do a problem with? Why don't we solve the problem with the homeless people? Way?
It's because you can't
You can't.
solve that problem. You know why?
Okay, wait, but
You know why you
that's
can't solve
you
that
should
problem?
blame the homeless way, not the
crackheads.
fucking mayor. Blame the homeless way, not the
somebody-
mayor. It's like this way. We tell
Talking
this
to-
nigga, we tell this fucker to stop watching Pornhub videos, way, and he still fucking does it at the end of the day, way.
But talking
What
to
the
a-
fuck can we do?
Talking to a homeless.
What the fuck can we do, way? What else can we do? We tell him every day, stop being on fucking TikTok, liking bitches' videos. Stop fucking, go
doesn't
work
work
out,
out for you,
go
shit.
work out, go work out, go do something with your fucking life. Stop being a fucking simp, stop being a bum, stop being a fucking beta.
A beta.
Can't do nothing, way.
It's changing.
It came up on my
Okay,
Facebook.
no, I know, but I'm just trying to say.
Okay,
an example.
wait.
I'm just trying to say, but
Does-
he is
wait,
changing. He's
wait,
changing.
wait.
He's changing.
Does
He's
females not come up on your free page?
No.
At least.
You want to bet? You want to bet?
No,
wanna
no,
bet?
no, no.
In your what?
No.
In your what?
You want to bet?
Wait.
What are you talking about? Like Instagram?
It's because this fool's an idiot. Way this fucker, every TikTok or at least
He has hair on
One-
his hand.
I do not.
10 TikToks. Okay, let's say
Here?
these are 10 TikToks. These are 10 TikToks, right?
She knows that one too.
These are 10 TikToks, and let's say this one is the only one that doesn't come up with a girl. But these are 10 videos that he comes up on his For You page, and this one is the only one that doesn't come up with a girl. Only one video way that I've seen on his shit. Or it'll be like max 2 videos way. But it'll be about some fucking pendejada way. I don't know what the fuck he watches way. Like it'll be like those stupid videos that you see like a kid riding a bike and then he falls and then ha ha ha, ha it's funny. And then the next video will be like and then he'll be like,
What?
oh, está bien buena. Oh, está bien buena. Oh, esa me la cojo. Oh, fuck.
No, he goes, oh, lordy lord.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
say the Lord.
the same thing. Back to it. Energy, time that he should be fucking. Instead of doing that, Angelito, ¿sabes qué era? Boy, I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying you have to fucking work out like a fucking athlete way. Nomás like, like wake up one day, today I want to be a little better, I'll do 10 push-ups today, some little sit-ups, I'll go to the gym, I don't know, I'll eat a little better today, drink some fucking water, because this fucker doesn't drink water, his water is Coke.
What the fuck?
He doesn't drink water away.
Cola?
The closest thing he drinks to water is lemonade. Or ice cubes. He eats
kidneys
ice
are
cubes.
black.
Away.
Oh, strawberry acai.
Poor kidneys.
Yeah.
They're getting it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that this fucker, like how we said it, we explained in the podcast before, right? But I'm pointing out the bad things that he can change, but obviously there's good things about him anyways. But look, okay, back to what we were talking about now. Angelito's something else. Angelito's another thing. Back to what we were talking about.
He doesn't even.
Yeah, that's otro pedo, huh? That's otro
I had a
pedo.
quick question to ask you.
Okay, yeah.
Alejandra.
Right? That's your name? Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure. I don't want to get the wrong name. What does your rings on your hand represent?
It's just jewelry.
Because I know obviously every female is different.
Oh, is
They
that
always have different answers.
that's a thing?
to the-
Yeah, that's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've noticed with other
Or
people.
is it just because you want?
Female.
Guys have that too. Guys will wear that shit. My friends.
I don't see anyone with wearing them right now.
I don't see Eddie wearing any
My
rings.
friends will wear them.
Oh, then
Oh,
On skaters.
they're in.
I'm gonna wear a ring.
Oh, well.
I sleep. I don't shower with them, but these rings are on my finger 24/7.
Oh, yeah?
Does
Yeah.
it
But do
mean
they have a
something?
Yeah, did they have a meaning?
This one I just because I have a tan, so I don't want to take it off.
Oh, it's cool.
But these, I saw this one. It's 3 hearts. 3 hearts.
Okay.
I like it because it reminds me of myself my brother, and my little sister.
Okay.
So I kind of just look at it and I'm like, okay, us, you know? And this one, it's just an evil eye. I am,
Oh, I have that too.
yeah. And then I have the bracelets. These, for sure, I don't take them off for anything.
What about the...
So you shower with them too?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've had them for like over a year and a half, and they're still
Strong.
They're still good?
strong. Yeah.
What do you think would happen if you lose them?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, let's say I take
For
them away from
sure.
you right now.
No, if it falls or if someone touches it, nobody touches I throw it away
Oh,
because
shit.
it's
Really?
my energy, and I feel like people are messing with it. And then I got this one too. This is I think it's carnelian. It's to help with anxiety, they say, but they say it also helps with attraction, and it does.
Oh, you're talking about
Attraction? Like attraction with like guys or?
I mean, just attraction
In general?
in general,
Yeah,
because
okay.
it's people will, like today I was doing laundry and some lady, like I was literally putting my stuff into the dryer, and she comes up to me and she's like, you have kids? Because she had her granddaughter, and she's like, you have kids? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, it's because I see how you see my my granddaughter, you know, and she's like coming to you. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't have kids. She's like, oh, because you're really good with her. And I was like, I literally just said hi to her. And, but yeah, like people like that would just come up to me, and yeah.
You got those in downtown LA?
No, I got these at the swap meet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's one? Violin?
Paramount.
Paramount. Oh yeah, you live
That's
in
in
South.
Pomona, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
sorry.
keep
Monday?
thinking that's
Yeah, I know,
usually
yeah,
what's
yeah.
alive.
No.
Pomona.
Where's that one at?
Paramount is kind of going towards
By
Long Beach. No?
Long Beach.
Long,
Yeah.
Long
Oh,
Beach,
fuck, that's just
kind of
hard.
LA, yeah.
Nah, man.
How was like, I know besides like your little phase that you went through when you said like you were like in high school, you said?
Yeah.
But like before that, how was like kind of like you growing up and stuff like that? You said you were always. Were you always a little big? Were you always a little chubby girl?
I've always
Yeah.
been.
Did you ever experience like bullying with that stuff or anything like that?
I feel like all the bullying that I received was from my own self. I'd always be like, oh, like I just hated myself. I was like, oh, you're so ugly, you're so this, you're so that. And then going into high school, I had a boyfriend, and I was with him for a good 3 years. And then it kind of clicked in my head, and I was like, you know what? Like maybe it's not that bad. Like maybe I'm being too hard on myself, because obviously he doesn't care. So from there, I feel like that's when I started being a little more confident.
If you want to say it, you don't have to say it, right? What led up to the final breakup per se
With him,
with
the
that
first one,
the particular individual?
so he wasn't the one that I was like depressed over and all this. He was, I feel, the healthiest relationship I've had. But then again, I was 14. We were 14 up until like 17. But it was okay. My second boyfriend, he caught my attention. So I was like, this guy is too good to me. I do not want to ruin this. I'm going to tell him I need a break. So I told him countless times, I need a break. He's like, we're so good. Why do you need a break? And I was like, I just need my space. I need time. So I guess it finally clicked in him, and he was like, all right, you need your space? Go on. So we fully didn't break up. It was just time. And then I got involved with Homeboy, and that was that.
And what happened with the second one? If you want to say, you don't have to say. But
Well, the second one, it was too toxic.
okay.
Too toxic. I didn't even recognize myself. Like, why am I going to go to those extremes for someone who, like, why?
What kind of extremes are we talking about?
Toxic.
Yeah,
Like,
what's
what's
to you?
toxic to you?
Yeah, to you, what's toxic?
Yeah, let's get a little.
Because my relationship was toxic. I tell these fools.
Yeah.
But you say yours first.
Okay, so toxic in the sense that,
Yeah, like what you consider toxic is okay. Like,
Yeah,
we'll-
yeah, yeah.
like
We just
we
wanna
don't think,
know
don't
to
think
you,
like we're gonna
what's
be
it
like,
considered
oh my
toxic?
god, Alejandra, really?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? No. We just want to know. Like, we just want to understand.
toxic to the point where I was like cussing him out, and I was like shoving him, and I was like it was getting physical. He never laid a hand on me. It was me. Like I just couldn't contain all this anger because he knew how to push my buttons. We were neighbors actually. So
Is he
Yeah.
still your neighbor to this day?
no, thank God no.
Okay.
So my parents own a duplex. We live in the back, and they rent out the front. So he used to live in the front. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be around us a lot more.
Yeah.
So my parents rented it out. He was coming from like 2 cities away. So I knew when he moved, I wasn't going to see him because he was probably going to move back to where he came from. So, I mean, but that's punto y aparte.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, he moved, they moved in there, and then he just caught my eye. I was like, oh my God. And then my mom the next day, so the day I met him, I knew then and there, I was like, I want him.
But what did he do different from the first individual he was with?
I hate to say it, but I just feel like I was already bored because it was a relationship where it was literally a high school sweetheart relationship with my boyfriend, the first one. Literally just, I would see him in the morning, break, lunch, after school, and weekends. I was tired.
So do you think that?
Can I get? I'm still in my high school sweetheart.
Yeah?
Yeah. 5 years since
Going strong.
sophomore year.
Damn.
Yeah.
So do you think?
So
that,
and I'm sorry.
keep going.
We've had our little moments, like everybody,
Yeah.
but like I mean, we're still going pretty strong now. Yeah, we're stronger now because
Yeah.
we went through a very tough phase. Like, and they know like what it was. Like, I'll probably tell you later after the podcast. I don't want to put my mamadas on there, but yeah, we went through a very tough phase that made us a lot stronger. Yeah, so go ahead, me, gordito. I was gonna say junior.
But back to what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that spending too much time with your couple is bad?
Yes, with anybody.
Both of you guys were clingy.
Okay, at first, not anymore. Not anymore. At first, I was over the moon. I was like, oh my God, like, I want to see him. Like, a year and a half after, I was like, oh my God, like...
Like, get the fuck out of my house or what? Like, no te quiero ver.
No, like, I was like, oh my God. Like, he'd be like, come early so I can see you. I was like, bro, like, no, I'm not going to see you today.
Yeah, it's always in the beginning, I feel like. And then, like, if you guys don't like, okay, like, this happens often, obviously. Like, in the beginning, it's like, where you guys, like, always want to be together, always want to hang out, always want to do everything together. But over time, like, things have to change slowly, Like, I think that's something that was good about me and my girl, maybe, because I was always busy with soccer. I would always play soccer. So she understood that, like, I'm not always going to see her, or I'm not always going to text her, or I'm not always going to be able to call her. Like, sometimes she'll be like, oh, can you call me? I'm like, no, honestly, I can't. Like, I have a game tomorrow. Like, I got to sleep early, Like, I cared about that, Like, I'm not going to be calling her and shit, So that was something that we kind of, like, understood early on. And maybe because you guys were just used to, like, how you said, lunch, break, after school, weekends. Like, because you guys didn't have any other, like...
Aspirations.
Yeah, aspirations.
Yeah.
It was just you and him. So, like, that got to the point where you're like, fuck, like, what more can we do? Like, we just see each other and, like, bro, like, I see you regardless. Like, you don't need to fucking see me early, Like, so to you, that's why you were like, fuck, like, I'm gonna see you anyway, so why the fuck do I have to go early, So I feel like I know where this is going, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got tired of it. And then, so I told him I wanted a break after, I want to say a month after meeting Neighbor, like seeing Neighbor, because Neighbor asked my mom about me. He was...
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Do you think this is like... it's because there's a saying out there, I'm pretty sure these fuckers know, that when a girl says, I want a break, it's because she's gonna go with the
Yeah.
Is that like 90% true? Like maybe the 10% is not.
I didn't want to feel
That's
guilty.
true.
I didn't want to.
But is that like a 90% accurate, and then that 10% maybe like she's just
like maybe she just really needs her
yeah?
space.
But
That's fucking true.
damn. No, hey, that's proven here. Hey, that's proven here. Proven here. You guys don't believe it? Hey, your girl's taking a break. Se la está clavando otro way.
We're looking for
That's
something
why I
else.
told my ex, no fucking breaks, and I move on. A la verga.
Oh yeah. Well, me and my girl never took a break. Well, only like I'm gonna explain to you later. But okay, yeah.
So
No fucking breaks around here, boy.
he asked my mom, because I have a little sister, and at that time my sister was barely like 1 and I was like 17, 16, and he asked my mom like, oh, is that your daughter? And then my mom was like, yeah, and then he was like, oh, and she has a baby. is she married? Like, he was asking my mom. And then my mom asked me, she's like, hey, like, el vecino, like, you know? And I was like, damn. Like, you know, I guess it's mutual. So then that's when I was like, you know what? I need a break. And the first time I tried it, that I was like, okay, I need a break. His mom called my mom. Hey, you know what? Fulanito, like, he's bad. Like, he's crying. He's your daughter. Like, what's going on with her? So I felt so bad. I was like, why? I kind of went back into my mind, and I was like, why are you doing this? Like, you don't even know what this guy will do to you, which should have avoided. Yeah, so I was like, okay, no. But then after I was like, no, like, if I'm not feeling it, why am I going to put up a front and be like, okay, like, I'm going to be with you just because you want, you know?
Yeah.
I stayed.
That's good.
I stayed for a while, too, because he was going through personal problems, and I just didn't want to add more to that, because then I would have felt bad. A little worse, pues, but, yeah. So
no, that's good.
Thugged it out.
Yeah. No, that's actually pretty good. I mean, in the end, you still helped him out, you know, with his personal life or whatever, and
yeah.
I mean, and you were honest with him, and if
better
anything, you
than
should be fucking grateful for that, because
Yeah.
there's not a lot of females that do that nowadays, you know, like, though. I mean, or not even that, you do yourself a favor, too, because you knew, like, okay, if I don't really, like, feel like that strong way to him anymore, then I think it's time to cut things off, you know? And a lot of girls don't know how to do that. They'll be like, oh, like, I'm just going through something, like, but I love him or whatever. Like, they convince themselves to, or force themselves to love somebody, which is really bad. Yeah. What about you, Eddie? What about you? What's up with Johnny? What's going on with Johnny? Like, well, how when the fuck did, or how the fuck did this happen, or?
It was in our 7-month anniversary. Well, like, not anniversary, but he was just like telling me at work, like, why we're not together and shit. Like,
oh wait,
we're
but
still
you
talking. What?
But you guys were not together, but you guys were still texting.
Yeah.
But it was like around that time where you guys were gonna be 7 months together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was this in the day in the Camaro that you told me outside your house? That
Yeah,
your brother was
because
outside?
Because
you told me then that
I had
you...
taken a break during that time.
You
It
told
was
me.
like a month, 2 months type of thing. And then in May, like, that was when he kept telling me, like, hey, let's just, like, try to fix it, this, that.
No, because I would see you after, but you wouldn't tell me anything, because that's when I was going over to his house for the podcast on Saturdays. But then you would only say hi, and then bye. Because of
Then
work.
Like,
That's
work
why
early.
we didn't know. And then I don't know. Juanito never told us anything either.
I'm not a chismoso.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever you tell me today, I'm not gonna tell nobody. Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody's gonna know, but like, I'm
The
talking
Daily
about
Wire.
after the podcast.
The Daily Wire on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw it.
I only saw portion.
What?
What is that?
Sorry, it was a video that
It's on Twitter, Daily Wire.
To them.
Oh Jesus.
But,
What is toxic with you guys, Eddie? Is it like the same type of stuff?
He can get very possessive in a way.
Like right now that you're here, like he'll be like, "Why the fuck are you with them?" Like that.
He has no idea I'm here.
Okay, but like I'm saying, like as an example, like that would be a type of situation.
Yeah, in a way.
But what if you
Yeah.
would have told him that you're here? What would have happened?
Would he keep texting you, like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like, "Why don't you
Yeah.
answer
No,
me?"
he'll just call once and then he'll just talk to me later.
Oh, so he wants to confirm that you're actually like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn. Is that good or bad? What do you think?
It's good.
I don't know.
Control.
Isn't that like a little bit of like there's no trust?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little bit like there's no trust?
Yeah, because I should feel not safe, but
Say it how you said it.
Secure?
Yeah.
That if you don't give me a reason, then we're good.
yeah.
Say it. Say it how you said it. No, say it how you said it.
He's a bitch.
That I'm an adult. I know what I'm doing, and if I have something good in front of me and I want to fuck it up, I'm gonna fuck it up. And if not, I know what I'm doing. So I feel like there should be that trust where if I tell you I'm gonna be here, with this person and this, you should believe me.
Yeah.
To know, like, okay, I'm telling you the truth. You know, ya si la cago, pues ya, it's
Okay.
my pedo. Like,
Alejandra, do you go to clubs?
I've only been to one club. I go dancing a lot, just not to clubs.
Like dancing or pico?
Yeah.
Oh, people do that.
Red flag.
Red flag.
What the fuck?
That's a red flag. Hell no. Fucking hate girls.
Yeah.
That's all that.
You can't hate girls, way.
I don't like girls.
You just don't like them.
You don't like them?
Why do you
welcome
guys-
to Pride Month.
Hmm?
Welcome to Pride Month if you don't like them.
Why? What's the reason to hate?
Okay, so
Dislike.
not hate, dislike. That's what he meant.
Dislike. Yeah,
Mhm.
dislike.
He's kind of hurt.
Oh.
They hurt him.
I'm-
But basically, to us, it's
Okay, wait.
I'm a
Hold on. I know I'm interrupting you again, but hold on.
no.
Okay. As in, we don't like them because, like, what are you trying to represent yourself as? Like that's what we want to understand first of all. Okay, like let's put that out there first, and then we're gonna go more into deep, so we can understand exactly, right? So like you want to represent yourself as a girl that's open to a relationship, you know, a very traditional female woman, you know, that wants to, if possible, stay-at-home mom, you know, like a girl that hasn't had a lot of men. I don't know, right? But I'm just assuming, and I don't know, because normally what men want is a girl that, you know, stays home, you know, someone that,
A homebody.
yeah, in a way, obviously they have you go out once in a while, like, what the fuck, you know, who the fuck's not gonna go out, you know, like, we don't want you fucking, like, in a dungeon, you know, so, but what I'm trying to go for is, like, I mean, if, not that it makes us insecure, because it doesn't, you know, like, if you're around men, then you're around men, you know, if you like me for whatever reason, but then it comes to, like, do we really know, like, you're just doing your own thing, or do we really know you're just going there and getting a different guy every time you go dance, you know, like, because, I mean, that's what we as men see, you know, like, okay, like, if a guy asks you to dance and you don't have a man, like, you're not gonna say no, you know, like, you're gonna be like, okay, you know, fuck it, like, I'll dance with this fool, you know, and
it's just a dance.
yeah, it's just a dance, you know, so I don't know if you want to kind of push it a little more after that. Bars?
When I go to bars, I think I've been to like 2. I go with my friend.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Girl.
a girl.
Yeah,
okay.
girl.
Okay,
Female.
what's the reason?
Mujer, yes.
Yeah.
I just use female.
Lito,
What's the?
what the fuck is it necessary for you to say female? It's the same
Because
shit.
she said girls, I said female.
I
You
expect
know?
to be a transgender.
Motherfucker's a scientist and shit.
That's fine.
Hey,
Sorry.
Okay.
Stay away. I'm pretty sure when he goes on Pornhub, I don't think he searches up female on Pornhub. He puts fucking girls.
Girls with people.
Oh yeah. Oh no, man. No.
Hey, would you?
No, he doesn't put female. Wait, he doesn't put female.
No, but like
No.
a guy
in
that's
regards to
fully
this question,
girl.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't put big booty females. You put.
Isn't there a name for? Is it?
Angelito, you don't put. Hey, Angelito,
booty-
you don't put big
No.
booty females. You put big booty girls, right?
Big tits.
I don't. Females, I just it's more professional.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah,
But
whatever.
yeah,
Mamon, pinche mamon. Yeah, whatever.
Ah. So basically, when you go to a bar with your friend, right? Your intentions are to
Just go and laugh.
laugh.
Have fun.
Do guys buy you drinks when you go?
No.
Has it happened to you
No.
or your friends?
Not at bars.
Where?
At Pico.
Oh, okay.
That
But why?
happens a lot.
Are
What
they
do you
accepted?
No, not even the accepting.
Hmm.
Do you see right there why we don't like it as guys for our girlfriends to go there? And girls sometimes use the excuse as, "Oh, but you don't know how to dance. Like, how am I supposed to take you? You don't know how to dance."
My girl used to, in the beginning of her relationship, she used to go to Pico with her friend too. Like, but we were young, you know. But obviously, like, I always had that like kind of feeling in me, like, fuck, like
It's good.
she could be dancing with another guy, you know.
Girl.
But after I kind of changed her and I told her, like, I didn't tell her, but like I kind of like told her, like, I don't know, I didn't tell her, like, I don't know how to fucking explain this, but I kind of put it out there that it's better if she doesn't go, you know, like, cause that makes me feel more comfortable, and like it's obviously the respect, you know, like, even though you're not going for that, but if there's a chance, like, you know, like, I'm not saying, cause I mean, you as a female know you have a man, it doesn't mean that
Another
you
guy's
only
gonna
see
stop
your
himself.
man, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you see, like, as an example, like, let's say me and you're together, you see Angelito and you might like him, like, oh my god, you know, he's cute, or oh, Edgar, you know, he's cute, like, you see that, you know, like, just like us, like, we're men, we see a girl and we're like, damn, like, you know, she's
attractive.
cute, yeah, or, you know, like, so, like, it's just that if you're surrounded, you know, by a bunch of fucking men that we know, or you know, that, you know,
But do you see like where we're going at? It's not the insecurities. It's
Yeah.
that we know men.
Yeah.
We know ourselves.
And
we
we
know
know
other guys.
and we know women.
And we know women.
Yeah.
And that's probably we should have like 3 women to decide on this.
Can I
Spice up.
ask you this question?
Yeah.
Maybe it was probably tied back to with the first, second boyfriend. But how many boyfriends in your lifespan have you had? Is it 2 only?
Don't answer.
Okay.
Ask him how many girlfriends has he had.
No.
Ask him, please. Ask him. Ask him.
Before I
Ask
my
him.
question.
No.
Question. Follow-up questions.
Okay.
Just follow-up questions, right? That's why you're...
Yeah, you asked her, so now it's fair for her to ask you.
But
So please
before,
ask him.
Before I forget my question.
Okay, say your gay ass question. Hurry up.
Say it.
Is there always another man in a relationship? Per se, like, as in, like...
Well, he's
dating
trying to
one
say,
person?
if you're dating me, is there like another guy that you're like thinking about?
Right.
No.
No. Okay. Now ask him the question, please.
How many girlfriends have you had?
How many girlfriends I had?
Don't say some bullshit.
one.
If you
No,
say
I
some
said there-
bullshit,
I haven't had a girlfriend.
me and Junior gonna
He's had
say it
5
again.
in
Say it again.
hand.
Say it again.
I haven't had any girlfriends.
Okay,
Put
good.
it that way.
Thank you.
Put it that way. Yeah.
You
I haven't had
haven't
any
had any girlfriends?
No. Your last one, you broke up. So.
Don't bring that.
Sorry.
At least I
Oh.
lost my virginity, not like your ass.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't fucking touch
Anyways,
me.
yeah. Anyways.
No mames, no mames.
Ey, no se me ponga agresivo, cálmese.
Talking shit.
Tómase otra cerveza, cabrón. Tómase otra. Tómase
Para que se
otra.
duerma.
Trying to act smart with me.
Tómase su pinche, su teta. Agarre su teta allá atrás.
Esta te voy a dar, güey.
Oh, ¿ya? Oh, ¿ya? ¿Si tienes lechita?
Un chingo.
Oh, ¿ya?
Hasta sobra.
Oh.
Wait, nigga, continue with the question.
Oh.
But now continue with the thing.
Anyways.
Che, Juanito.
That's why a guy doesn't feel insecure but doesn't like the fact that his girl is out there where other guys are hungry for. Because guys go to a bar to check it out, see the scene. They're not there to drink. They can drink at home if they want to. But they want to see the scene, they want to see what's there, and they go for that. They're hunters.
For girls.
Yeah, that's why. For girls. They're hunters for girls. So us, as that, we're like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable you going. But then some women are like, oh, you're just toxic, or you're insecure. And they don't understand the guy part. Until later on, they're like, oh yeah, maybe he was right, but by then it's already too late. Yeah.
You're a person that's big on energy, right? I feel like energy. Okay. So in May, right? Let's say in May. In May, just answer gym or Pico. Where did you go more to in May? Did you go more to Pico in May or more to the gym in May?
Damn.
That's it.
It's cause I go out a lot to dance. But back in April I got COVID, so I couldn't go out. So I got out of like this funk of wanting to go out, and I went out like in May, like beginning of May probably. It wasn't it. I was like, I'm over this. Like, why am I still doing this?
Okay.
So yeah, I haven't been to Pico in a while.
Which is good.
Yeah.
But you also haven't been to the gym that often, right?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Okay, so there you go. But if you had the chance to go to Pico, you would, right? Maybe?
I'm supposed to be there right now.
Yeah, she chose the podcast.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
See,
I
that's
told her
good.
that too.
You're
I
doing
told her
something
that,
better
yeah.
today. You see, you're doing something better today. Hopefully,
How was
we.
it convincing? I said something, but I forgot what the convincing was.
And it's better than Pico as of right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
She learned
Definitely.
something
She
new.
saved money.
But what I was trying to say,
It was free today.
Oh, it's free?
Oh, it's free today?
Parking. Oh, so it was girls free before 8, and then parking was free all night. Cause
And
usually,
guys, you gotta pay.
yeah,
Los chinga.
parking is usually $40.
because
and then the tickets, if you get them like 2 weeks before, they're like 30,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
at they're like 60,
What the
50.
f-
Yeah.
hold on. Before 8, girls are free,
Yeah.
and then
In general.
men have to pay.
Yeah.
So
Bullshit, see?
Guy pays.
What is the market? Who's getting marketed?
Girls. The guys.
It's like
Because why? Because they know that men will pay to go see girls. Today's like, today is what? Today's what the fuck? It's Friday. Today's Friday. Hey, all the bitches are gonna go to the fucking Pico today. They're going in for free. Let's go, wait. Oh, but that's just 50. Nah, wait, no pedo. I'll pay for you. Let's go.
That's
go,
just an
pues.
example
Let's
of
go.
how.
No, wait.
That's an example of
Is
how
it-
guys talk. That's not how he talks.
Yeah, that's all guys will say. Like, that's an example of what, like, oh my god, like, there's gonna be like a gang of girls if it's free today. We know that. That's the market.
Yeah.
You know?
Is it in general like every weekend,
No.
or like just particularly today?
What do you mean?
The events.
The
Just
free
today.
parking and everything.
So there's certain events. So sometimes like I'll
playing
be
a girl.
scrolling and then it'll be like, oh, girls free before 8, and then I'll text my homegirl, I'll be like, hey, like,
Is
you
there
down?
ever guys free?
No, I don't think so.
Honestly, before, because I've been going probably to Pico since
They're fags.
I turned 21.
Oh, okay. So,
So-
about 4 years.
Yeah. So then COVID hit, and obviously nothing was going on. But before COVID, it was literally $20 or everyone free before 10, free parking. It was the best.
Okay.
So now, I don't know.
They bumped it up. Huh?
Yeah.
Prices.
Oh, hella.
Yeah.
I remember we saw Ramon Ayala. Sick, bro.
Yeah.
Do people-
Oh, those tickets are. I want to go see Alameños. They're like 100.
Ramon Ayala, I think that was like with the Fiesta. They had a Fiesta.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I went last year with my ex. It was fun.
Sad memories.
I was fucked up, man.
Okay, but I mean, is there anything like you might want to touch? Maybe you want to speak about something. Maybe you were like kind of thinking about something to talk about when you were coming, or is there any questions you might have for us as guys? Maybe that I mean, we're asking you all the damn
You
questions
wanna
about girls and stuff.
understand the guy,
Yeah, maybe you want to know like what to look out for in a guy. Like, I mean,
Not
there's a bunch of
really.
us here, so I don't
Some
know.
advice for like a Angelito.
Oh yeah, maybe some advice from my friend here.
For
you know?
girls, how to get girls or something.
How about
Okay, wait. Hold on. That's kind of good because, like, what would you like on his physical appearance, right? Like the things that he can't change. Obviously, his fucking ugly
No,
ass face he
before,
can't.
before you, before you say something. Before, if you're a guy that doesn't have a face or a body, nothing of you physically is good, but emotionally and respectfully, he's
Personality.
good. Personality.
Yeah.
What can he do
Like with each.
to get a girl?
Okay, but it's because I know we're asking you so many questions at the same time.
Yeah.
But what? It's because look, then they get it confused way because look, you can have a good personality and everything, but like think about it like this. I'm pretty sure at least sometime in the past you've had a guy that will hit you up and be like, hey, like how are you doing? Oh, like that's good. Like I'm happy for you. You know, blah blah blah. What do you confuse that with? Like, oh, he's just texting me just to be a friend. You know, or like he's texting me like he's trying to like get at me, but he doesn't know how to. If that makes sense, right? Like he'll be like, oh, like, what are you doing later? Like, oh, okay, like, yeah, like, you look pretty or blah blah.
Basically, he doesn't know how to flirt.
He doesn't know how to, you know. So obviously, yeah, he can have a good personality through messages and all that bullshit, but it matters when he's in front of her speaking to her.
Well,
you
that's
know?
why we need her to tell him.
But it's because there's only so much she can tell him. Man. I don't know. It's
Don't look at us like that.
Eso no le gusta. That's why he doesn't like it when we do this. He doesn't like it.
She's 25. She can help you.
Sí, güey. No seas mamón. Fuck.
What?
No seas mamón.
What am I doing?
Oh, we're trying to help you, güey.
We're not making fun of you
No,
at all.
I'm sitting down.
Sí,
I'm
güey.
sitting down.
Fuck.
Okay. What's something that you could help us?
Okay, if you don't want to touch on that, can we say physical? Like, maybe the hair. Can we say the hair? Yes, please agree with me. Okay, if you're not going to agree with it, it's okay. But you think the hair could change a little bit? Like, he doesn't have to put so much gel, huh?
My ex used to do his hair like that. The toxic.
Oh, ya ves. Ya no lo trae, güey. Ya ves. Okay, now.
But it was a little more like a.
That was
to the
accurate?
side. Yeah, and I was in love with that. I was like, oh my god, I would look for guys that had that hair.
But now, it's not good no more, right? It's no bueno. No bueno.
At least for his.
It's because, okay, he's had the same haircut for, I don't know, I think since he was born. I think he was born with that fucking haircut. I think this motherfucker was born with that fucking haircut. I've never seen this motherfucker.
Since I met
Hey,
you.
wait.
That's
They
always
met
been
10
the
years
same.
ago. They met 10 years ago. He's had the same haircut.
We grew up
No,
together.
that's not true. That's not
Yes, wait. I think when you were a fucking cell, you came like into your fucking.
No.
You went out of your dad's dick with that haircut. No mames. Sí, güey. Sí, güey.
His eyebrows too.
Sí, güey. I'm pretty sure your little brothers in there that were other cells were like, se está peinado. ¿Qué pedo? What the fuck?
That's not a truth.
Okay, but maybe the hair could be one thing, right? That he can try something different. If he doesn't like it, he could go back to
Yeah,
the
hair is
eyebrows.
hair.
Yeah.
Don't go
Oh, yeah,
back.
That's what we have always kind of tried to tell him a
Yeah.
little bit. And we've also kind of told him about his dressing style a little bit. Like, we want him to feel comfortable in his skin, right?
Exactly.
But how we always tell him, like, you want to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, you know? Like before, I used to not wear, like I wear a little bit more baggy clothes now. But before, I was kind of more into, like, that phase where, like, oh, you want to, like, pull up the sleeves, you know, show a little bit. And, like, not that I'm insecure or anything, but I kind of, like, go out, like, I was like, oh, like, I want to try, like, some baggy clothes, you know? And, like, he kind of wears more, like, today he wore a t-shirt, but normally he'll wear, like, a button-up for, like, no reason. Like, he just wears button-ups, like, the long-sleeve button-ups, like, the ones that you wear, like, with suits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, he'll wear, like, today he wore, like, I don't know. That fucker's had those fucking pants, I think, since, like, 7th grade too or some shit like that. I don't know. He needs to invest in himself is what I'm trying to say.
To top it off, right? I have, like,
No.
different, like, socks.
No, Angel. You don't expose yourself like that, Angel.
Oh,
Nah, since you already exposed yourself, this motherfucker...
You could see them. Like,
This
I'm literally
fucker-
sitting down. And,
This
like,
fucker, one time, we went hiking one day, right? We went hiking, and he wore the same socks the day before.
No,
when we
they
went,
were different.
No, they were the same, you fucker. They were the same. There were some Christmas fuzzy socks.
There's the green ones.
Yeah, this fucker wore the
I
same
still-
socks 2 days in a row.
I still have those.
Oh my
I don't wear them.
God.
Only for, like, the Christmas season, you know? When it gets cold, but... Well, I mean...
We're just trying to help him out at the
Yeah,
end of the day.
no, for real.
Like,
but, I
we
mean,
actually do.
You could tell, I mean...
Like, we've even, like, discussed, like, matters to the point where, like, we fucking make fun of him so much to see if he would change. Like, we think about him, like, fuck, like, somebody would kill themselves at that point. Like, if they were our friend, like, they would want to kill themselves. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, we love him for who he is, whatever, fuck it, you know? But we do want him to, like, eventually
And
grow out of his
just-
little...
Just
his
to
little-
clarify, the socks, I just got which hair ones were right there, so... Yeah. So, I just want to clarify. I don't want
So they could have been dirty for all you know.
No, they were clean. They were the clean, but I
Did
just...
you smell them before you put them on?
You don't smell them?
No, because I know that's, like, the clean section. Unless they were... They were...
Yeah, pinche
I'm
Angelito.
craving pizza now.
I got something too, but not related to him. Like, a question in general. Do you think nice guys finish last?
John did.
Yeah.
You like more like a
Question.
no.
I'm asking for like a general.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you want a more guy that's a little more not like submissive, but you want him to like kind of like
Lead.
and you
Yeah.
want him to tell you
Be
like
dominant.
fuck, like I'm like you're gonna be my girl, you know, like not I'm gonna be your man, if that makes sense, you know.
Yes, but for the words to follow up with actions, not just be left as words, because
Yeah.
that's a waste of time, energy, and just everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, choke and shit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, to finish off the pod, I mean, if there's anything else you wanna.
Wait, so is that a yes or a no?
She said yeah.
Yeah. So technically, yeah. So
Oh
yeah, just
my
to finish off the
God.
pod, I don't know if there's anything else you want to speak about or like want to say out there for anybody. I mean, normally, every guest, I'm also gonna ask him. Every guest, I always ask him, is there like anything, like a message you have to the world or any viewers? We have a bunch of like around our age, teenagers. We do have a few adults actually that watches. I was watching the age that watches, and we have a lot of like 30, 40-year-olds out there. Yeah, so grown men. Yeah, we also have females though. Females watches too though. Females watches too. Yeah, so I don't know if you have any advice that you want to give some girls out there or anything. Yeah, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Just
We'll
anything.
try.
Or if you have nothing, I mean, you could just.
You can come back to me after him.
No.
So you don't have anything to say?
I'm okay.
How about you, honey? Is there anything to say after today? The less
Oh my God.
No, I don't have anything to say. Just...
That's a problem. Anyways.
Well, I
Yeah,
personally don't have anything.
anything. Just some advice if you want to give advice or just some words or anything.
Just wanted to thank you guys for having me on here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Anytime.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you want to come back.
Yeah. No. Yeah, thank you. Like for real, like I mean, yeah, you're welcome for having you, obviously, but
Yeah.
you know, thank you
Thank you.
for coming out and
You were making time. For
taking
course.
taking a small risk because you never know what can happen nowadays, you know. So
Yeah.
thank you. You know, like I'm glad you trusted Edgar.
Did you watch us before you coming here or no?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did,
Wanted to
yeah.
make
Did you expect a little bit from like somebody like this one and that?
Everything I expected was
Yeah.
Yeah?
Going according to plan.
going
Okay.
according to plan. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
Anything, what about you though, Eddie? Anything you want to
He
say? Anything you want
said he
to
didn't wanna
put
say
out there?
anything.
Fuck Pride Month.
Hey, you heard it here.
Thank you for like having me too.
No, yeah, for sure. Thank you, Eddie. And we're gonna have him on another podcast as
Yeah.
well soon.
Maybe next
hopefully.
week?
Yeah, with
Maybe next week. Yeah, maybe next week.
With Annie.
Yeah, maybe next week.
Maybe.
You're not gonna be
Maybe.
there, no more.
Maybe.
No, wait, no
What?
mames. Don't
Cancel.
push it. No,
No,
don't push
you.
it.
you-
Oh, yeah.
No.
Anyways, well,
Oh,
yeah.
She's gonna
Before-
leave.
She forgot. She don't. I don't think she wanted to say it.
What?
But she might be sponsoring the pod with her business.
All right.
So she
I approve
do
this
the-
message.
you do the explain the everything.
So, I mean, it's fairly new.
Well, we'll talk about it after. 'Cause
No, but so they know, and then she has her own page, so we could put it on the
Yeah.
link
You got it?
Oh, okay.
on the description.
Okay, I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to. Yeah, you want to talk about it? It's fine. Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit of what
like,
you
fuck.
do in the business.
I just make ramos buchones and
Buchon.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
You have
So
like the Instagram?
so yeah. So we're gonna put her. I don't know if you want. We could put your
Page.
we
Just
could
go
put your
Instagram.
personal like Instagram, and then if you have an Instagram for your
Yeah.
your flores, your stuff, we could put that as well.
Mhm.
And then we'll put your link as well. That's fine. We don't have no problem with that. And then we'll probably just put like a little pop up. I have my editor put up a little pop up of some little.
She's gonna sponsor the pod.
It's okay. Like even if it's not a sponsor, I mean, fool, she doing us a favor, coming on here, giving
No,
us
she's not
content. We can
sponsored.
do
She's not
no,
sponsored.
we can do a favor back. It's okay. So we'll put a little pop up. Alejandra, thank you, Alejandra, for coming out.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
it very
Thank
much.
you.
Like I said, taking a small risk because like I told like we would never know these
It's
days.
hard.
It's
hard to bring
Yeah.
people into the pod.
Yeah,
Because-
especially females because we need more females because there's a lot of things that we want to talk about like this.
Yeah.
But like it's so controversial because we're just a bunch of fucking guys.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense for us to say it. Like we need a girl to be like, okay, like that
like
makes
no,
sense.
like it's not like
Like,
that,
Mhm.
yeah.
Say yes or no. Like approve or
Yeah.
disapprove. Yeah. So yeah, again, and then thank you very much, Eddie, for coming. My roomie,
Well,
and
yeah,
no,
I
we're
think
not
that's
gay.
like-
And then yeah. So episode 8. Thank you guys if you guys stayed up to this long. That's wraps for us. Anything else you guys want to say? Go ahead. And that's we should be out.
This Pornhub.
We're out. Thank you.
Thank you.